things in this life that we try to balance is our happiness and our productivity. When I was a young man just starting out in my career, one of the things that was all the rage was time management. So we attempted to manage our time, and we filled it up with all kinds of things. And we got a lot of things done. But what we noticed as we aged was that these things weren't necessarily the right things. So we evolved and matured to practice priority management. We started to think about, what are my priorities? Which things are really important? Of those things that are important, which of them are urgent? And even those that are not urgent, if they're important, we needed to do them. The things that were not important, they no longer found their way into our calendars. But as we aged even further, we started to notice that the thing we had to really focus on was energy management. We'd come to a point in our lives where there was only so much energy in the day. We could no longer go from sunup to sundown and get everything done. So we thought about which things that are our priorities would we do at different times of the day, devoting ourselves to those things earlier that took more energy and those things later that took less energy. But one of the things that I've noticed really recently is that our life as a web of relationships is a web of commitments. And life is really about commitment management. We have to manage the commitments we make, and then once we make them, we have to manage them. So, in making commitments at a certain stage, it's a good idea to learn how to say a positive no. For instance, oh, thank you for offering to invite me to sit on your board of directors. That is very flattering. I'm really not available, nor do I have the time to do the kind of job I'd like to do right now. May I introduce you to some people who I think could be a really good fit? It's the power of a positive no. Making commitments and choosing which ones to make is key. Once we make them, managing those commitments. And another way of thinking about that is negotiating those commitments so that we're able to fulfill on them is the other part of commitment management. So, time management, priority management, energy management, and commitment management. If we can manage our commitments, we have a pretty good shot at finding a good balance between happiness and productivity. And that, by my measure, makes for a pretty good life. I hope this is helpful.